Hi, I'm Kathy from Dimensional Insight. Today, we're going to learn about how to add and remove columns in ProDiver. This will help you focus on exactly the data you need to analyze. Here to explain is Alyssa Mintz from our Education Department. Alyssa?
In this demonstration, you'll learn how to add and remove columns in a dive window. ProDiver allows you to look at all the columns that are available for display in the dive window and choose the ones you want to see for that particular ProDiver session. Let's say you work in a hospital and you're analyzing data that tells you how many patients have certain types of principal diagnoses. In your dive window, you can see columns that list the diagnoses, the number of people admitted with each diagnosis, and the number of people who were discharged. Now, however, you want to see information on the average length of stay, the ALOS, for each type of diagnosis. We'll make the ALOS column visible by using the command data select columns. In the dialog box now on the screen, we see an area labeled Available and one labeled Selected, each containing the names of columns. An available column is a column that ProDiver has access to, but is not currently displayed in the dive window. A selected column is a column that's currently displayed in the dive window. We want to add the ALOS column to the columns displayed in the dive window, so we'll click the ALOS heading in the Available area and move it to the Selected area. The dialog box disappears, and we can now see that the ALOS column has been added to the right of the Discharges column. Let's say we want to change the position of the column so that it's the first column in the window, immediately to the right of the list of diagnoses. To do this, we'll again use the command data select columns. In the selected area, we'll click the ALOS heading, which is currently at the bottom of the list of selected columns. Next, we'll click up twice to move the heading to the top of the list of headings. The ALOS column is now the first column to the right of the diagnosis column. Let's say we've been working with the ALOS column for a while now and no longer want to see it in the dive window. We'll remove it using Data Select Columns. We want to move the ALOS column from the selected area back to the available area. ProDiver removes the ALOS column from the dive window. That column, however, is always available to us if we ever need to work with it again. We would just select Data Select Columns and move the column back to the selected area in the dialog box. Some other things to note. You can display the Select Columns dialog box by right-clicking anywhere in the dive window and then choosing Select Columns from the resulting menu. This lets you get to the dialog box more quickly than you can via the Data menu. Also, the fastest way to delete a column is to click the column heading and then press Delete. Note that if you add, remove, or reposition columns in a ProDiver session and don't want to make those changes each time you work with ProDiver, you can save your changes in a marker file. The next time you open that marker file, the column changes you made will be in effect. So that's how you add, reposition, and remove columns in your view of your data. You select Data Select Columns, click the heading of the column that you want to add, remove, or reposition, click an arrows button to move the column heading to the relevant area, or click up or down to change the position of the column, and then click OK.
Thanks, Alyssa. Please give us a like and hit subscribe to find out when we release new videos. Also, we'd love to know what you found most useful. Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.